Thursday session day today. So my week's a little bit disjointed with racing on Sunday. So I just went easy on Monday, went longer on Tuesday, I did about an hour 40. Yeah, Monday was a couple of easy runs, like 6.5 miles each. Tuesday, about 14.5 I think I did in total. Did 10 minutes, had to nip back to the house for something and then carried on and did just over 90. So that was a good one and recovered well. Yesterday was, I just did 10 miles yesterday, just a bit short on time. So I'd run a little bit quicker than I hoped or planned, but it's fine, legs are okay. So the plan today, I mean, it's really windy again. It's absolutely awful. I'm nearly losing my hat. So the plan today, it's a big one. 5k at 5:20, so 16:30 for 5k. A couple of minutes recovery into 5 by a k in 3 minutes each, and they're off 75 seconds recovery. That'll be tough. Then I've got a 9-mile progression run after that, all today, and yeah, I've kind of made my mind up. I am once again looping back to the garage because this wind is going to ruin the session. So yeah, once again, brought all my stuff with me. I had intended to do this one on my normal loop, but it's just, I think it's just too exposed. And now I've got this option for the treadmill, which is literally the closest you'll get to outdoor running, going on that thing, and there's no difference. So it's like going out doing a session in perfect conditions. So as long as my iPad saves it this time, then I'll be happy. But I have a feeling, I think I know what caused it. When I was running last time, I caught the emergency switch, so the treadmill actually cut out mid-session, so I had to then quickly start it back up again. And I think that that emergency kill switch is what killed the link to the iPad, and that's probably what caused the corrupted data. So I'm going to duct tape it on this time so I can't knock it off. But I'm going to do some drills, strides, stretches. I'm starting out at 5:20 pace today, so don't need too much of an intense warm up, but I need to be ready to go. I'm going to take some gels today. I've just had what did I have? I had a SIS isotonic caffeine. I've just had that one just to kind of get me up for this. Then what am I taking next? I've got a beta electrolyte gel. I'll probably take that right at the end of the 5k. Then I've got a nootropics gel, which has got some caffeine and other stimulants in. I'm going to take that at the start of the 9 mile, because I want to give that a test just to see how I feel running kind of in and around marathon pace. Taking that. Then I've got a couple of bottles. I've got electrolytes in one, just the Go tablets. I normally put half a tablet in a bottle while I'm running, just to water them down a little bit. And then I'm going to have a bottle of water as well. So I'm going to be well fueled for this one, because I think by the end we'll be pushing 15 miles for just the session by the end. And that's a lot of volume, but that's marathon training for you. I mean, each one, the 3 parts are all a session in their own right. Like, you would go out and run a 5k hard, you'd go out and do 5 by k, you'd go out and do a 9-mile progression, and thanks coach, just bulk them all together. And yeah, it goes back to what I was saying in my last video. It's these sessions just grind you down. The pace isn't going to kill me, although the end of the progression run, we'll see how I feel. That might get a bit tasty by the end. I'd anticipate to get under 5-minute mile pace by the end, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But really, that's just outside half marathon pace, so it shouldn't, now with my current fitness, it shouldn't affect me too much. It's just the cumulative fatigue which builds up in the legs, especially doing the was 8 beat per mile. Especially doing the K reps at like 3-minute pace, because that bit the other day when I did them as miles, same pace, 3-minute K pace. So it was obviously 600 meters less volume, which is good, less chance for the lactate to build up in my legs. But I am doing 1 extra K, so kind of it's targeting the same system. And he's clever. He's put this in the middle of the session as opposed to the beginning. So he's tiring me out with some marathon pace stuff. Then he's thrown in the faster stuff, which builds up the lactate, which kind of simulates further down into the race when your legs are a bit more fatigued and tired. And then I'm going into that 9-mile progression run, and that's just learning to accelerate and press when your legs are tired and heavy. And that's the feeling you're going to have, or I'm going to have, in the later stages of the marathon. And it's great to put myself through that in training. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be hard. This one is going to be, I think this is going to be the hardest yet. So I'm well prepared. Didn't get the best night's sleep though. We just got a new puppy. So I could hear her crying most of the night. Thankfully, I have an absolutely amazing wife who was up with her and letting her out for wees throughout the night and sitting with her. But she's 10 weeks old, a cross between a toy poodle and a Maltese. So she's called a Maltipoo. Little girl called Roxy. So she will no doubt appear in one of my videos at some point. I don't think she's going to be a running partner though. She weighs 1.3 kilos and she fits in your hand. She's tiny. Adorable little thing though. Right, time to get on with the warm-up anyway. So the treadmill session went brilliantly. Good decision actually with how the weather was outside. Now today is Friday, so I'm just on my second easy run of the day, letting the legs recover. So I've got another session tomorrow coming thick and fast. So anyway, the first 5k I was shade under 16:30, so that was nice and controlled. Heart rate was in the high 140s, low 150s, which is perfect. I mean, that's it. That's 2:19 pace, and I was nice and relaxed. So very, very pleased with how I felt on that. Then I had a couple of minutes recovery, and I went into 5 and those were all under 3 minutes. Quickest was 2:56, slowest 2:59. Those were off 75 seconds jog. So again, really, really happy with how I felt on those. Heart rates were, I think they were getting about 162, 163 on each rep. So I was working for it. So after the 5k, it was about 1:40 recovery in the end, because I wanted to get the total time to a round number, so it went to 40 minutes. Then I started my 45-minute progression run. That started out at 5 minutes 30 per mile, which is about 3:25 per k. And then I worked out I did just short of 14k for the progression run. So I was just knocking the lever on the side of the treadmill up. Every kilometre I would just knock it up a little bit. And I progressively got faster, and I got down to 4:59 per mile, which is about 3:06 for the k. And in the end, I think it was 13.9k I did in 45 minutes. And heart rates were good. They went up quite high by the end, because I mean, I was working hard. I was 85 minutes in, approaching 16 miles, 25 something K for total volume. So I was tired, I was fatigued, because that's a hard way to run that type of volume. When you're up and down with paces, it puts the lactate in the legs, and it's really hard for your body to recover and shift that whilst still moving. Obviously it's a good sign of fitness when you do. So I was really pleased with how the progression went and how I felt. The last 10 minutes my legs were really fatiguing, my hamstrings, and I was taking on fluid. I had 2 drinks, I had 3 gels. I had mentioned earlier I had 2 beta gels with electrolytes, and also had an nootropics gel as well, which has got some stimulants in to help focus. So those were spaced out during the session, and I had a little caffeine one before the session too, so 4 in total. So I was well fueled on that. Now looking at the weather for tomorrow, it's not looking good. Another day of 20-mile-an-hour winds. So I'm back on here on the treadmill again. It's just better. The wind will just ruin my sessions. I'm getting exactly the same benefit, exactly the same stimulus as I would be running out in that. And yeah, you could say it's always character building, makes you tougher, makes you stronger, but I've done my fair share of shit weather over the last couple of months. So to have this in my garage, I've got everything I need. I can have my drinks, my fuel, so I can practice everything like I would in the race, because I don't really want to be carrying 4 or 5 gels on a session at the minute. I'll only carry them when I really need to carry them. Plus I don't actually have the shorts to, or a belt to do that at the minute. My belt look zip snapped, so I'm ordering a new one off Amazon. Hopefully that arrives tomorrow. But I use that on my long runs. But yeah, it's like having this, it's just so much more beneficial. It means I can run perfect splits, fuel perfectly, and just optimise the training. So I think if the weather's bad, I'll be opting for this in the next couple of weeks. But praying it does improve, because we are fast approaching marathon day, 4 weeks on Sunday. So not long to go. Excited for it. I just need to hold things together, and hopefully these sessions and mileage doesn't break me. I'm on for I reckon be 90 plus miles this week, which is 140 plus kilometers. We'll see by the end, but I do have a session tomorrow and long run Sunday, and that'll really bump up the weekly total. My legs are coping, but they're tired. They're just always tired, like throbbing in bed at night. But it's a good feeling, isn't it? I love it, really. Anyway, time to crack on with the run, and I might do a video on tomorrow's session. That one is 60 minutes total, every 3 minutes, alternating pace, going from 5:40 per mile, which I think is about 3:30 per K. Let's have a look. Got my time chart here. 5:40. So it's 5:40 per mile, which is about 3:30 per kilometre on the slower 3 minutes, and then alternate into the faster 3 minutes, 5:05 per mile, which is 3:09 per kilometre. So that's going to be a tasty one. That'll bite, I think. That's I think that's about a 54 minute through 10 miles. So it's not going to be easy. But yeah, I'll be doing that one out here. Oh, it's been a good few days since I've done a video update. I haven't been well. Not been well. Had a bit of a stomach bug. So it's knocked me, which not ideal a few weeks before the marathon, but hey, it is what it is. I'd rather get ill now than race week. But yeah, I just picked up a bug last weekend. and my Sunday long run was just a chore. Felt pretty draining, and then come Monday, just didn't feel 100% perfect. So I just did a couple of easy runs, and then Tuesday, I still wasn't sure, so I warmed up for my session, and thought maybe I'll be all right. But I got halfway through and thought, nah, I'm digging a hole. I'm having to work too hard for how fast I was running. So I just canned it there and then and stopped. But yeah, I got halfway through my session. It was meant to be 4 times 5k off a k, easy. And I got 2 done at, I mean, they were still both in 16:30, so I was running the pace I was meant to be running, but I just didn't feel as easy as it should have. Because really, when you're running marathon pace for 5k, that should feel controlled, and that's kind of what I was hoping for, but it wasn't. I was beginning to push for it and just didn't feel right, so I chopped the session. Smart decision, because that night I think I was in bed about 9:30, feeling absolutely exhausted, headache, a few unwanted toilet trips as well, so it was definitely some type of a gastro stomach bug I picked up. Who knows what from? You can get it from anywhere. So I've just kind of taken it easy. Took a day off the following day on Wednesday because I wasn't good at all. Thursday, still not myself. And then Friday I was a little bit better, Good Friday, and did a run that morning, and then travelled on to Morecambe for the weekend, which is where I am now, Easter Sunday. Out for just an easy run today. Yesterday did 95 minutes, just nice and relaxed yesterday morning. I'm on the nice west coast at the minute. It's really nice around here. We came last year. Came to one of the holiday parks that company my wife works for, so we get a very, very good deal on a staff rate, and the kids enjoy it, so it's a nice weekend away for Easter. And although it's incredibly windy, it stormed Dave last night, which was not nice in a caravan park, but yeah, it kicked in last night, so I'd already done my run in the morning early doors before it got too windy. And then today I'm just running laps around an industrial estate to try and stay out the wind as much as I can. So gonna do like probably 6 miles, 10k today, and then we head home tomorrow, and then hopefully try and do something a little bit quicker tomorrow evening. But it's been a really long time since I've done a training video. Things have just been absolutely manic lately. Flat out with work. Life's been so busy. Got the new puppy as well. Just, yeah, flat out, but training's been going really, really well. Can't complain. I had my little blip a week off. Well, not a week off, a week easy, when I had some stomach problems. I had a bit of a stomach bug, which wasn't nice. But I recovered from that, and I've done some pretty meaty sessions since. So all's been going all right. So looking back at the last few sessions I've done well, today is Friday. We are 9 days out from London Marathon, and last session I did was Monday. That one was 10 miles in 54 minutes, and then I had a couple of minutes jog, walk, recovery, and then I went into a 5k progression. The 5k progression was meant to start at marathon pace and then just pick up with the last 5 minutes as probably as hard as I could go, based on how my legs were, and that one went really well. So I was pretty much exactly 54 minutes for the 10 miler, and then the 5k, I think first k was 3:14, so it was a little bit quicker than marathon pace, but I felt quite sharp. Then I picked up to a 3:09, 3:06, 3:03, and then last k was also 3:03. So I was pretty pleased with it. Oh, today is windy. This is not good. I'll be glad when this wind dies down. But that was a really good session anyway. I enjoyed that one. And then the one before that, this one was brutal, this was hard. I had 13 by a mile off a minute float though, so it was quite a brisk recovery. That one I just started my watch, ran to my loop. I mean, I ran really slow, like 8-9 minute miles. Ran to my loop, changed my shoes, and then just jumped straight into it. And oh god, what were the miles? Miles were about 5:22s, 5:24s, I think, from memory. The minute recoveries were 6 minute mile pace, so kind of not really enough time to slow down and ease off. You're generally just decelerating, catching your breath, and then you're going again. It's a rhythm breaker. Then I finished that one straight into warm down, and that was a 20-mile total run in under 2 hours. So it was a big block of work, and I think I went through the half in 70 minutes or so, 71 minutes, and that's with 12 1-minute recoveries in the middle of that, and floating recoveries. So that was a tough one. Really, that took it out of me. I was tired. Didn't help. I drove straight to Manchester after that and went to Aintree races on the Friday. So I was on my feet all day, but I did stay sober. I was good, and I got my run in that morning along the canals in Manchester. So I didn't let it knock my training. But it was just a long couple of days, tiring time on feet. So that took it out of me. Everything's just kind of blurred into one. But anyway, today is 5 by 2 miles. I'm not sure how they're going to go in the wind, but we're starting out at first mile 5:24, second mile 5:12. So this is going to be kind of straddling marathon pace, because I'm guessing I'm going to be somewhere in the middle of there next week, between 5:24 and 5:12. I think 5:12 is a bit hot, 5:24 is conservative. Hopefully, if I'm feeling good, maybe 5:20, 5:18s, but yeah, today 5 by 2 mile. They're off 2 to 3 minutes, so I might actually take the 3 minutes and just get the full recovery. Just bad conditions. I need to nail the pacing. I'd like to do that. I might adjust a couple of seconds a mile maybe for the wind. We'll see. Find out once I get going as to how it feels. And I'm wearing the Showtime shoes today. I've got the Deviate Elite 4s. I haven't even tried them on. I literally just pulled them out of the box, pulled the stickers off the soles, and they're going on my feet for the very first time for this session. And I've made a bit of an error. I've not brought a backup shoe in case they don't feel good. I always do that normally. If I'm wearing a new shoe, I'll always have a current shoe with me just to switch into if they don't go to plan. So this could be risky, but I'm hoping. I've worn the Elite 4s before. They're just a different colour, so it should be fine. Anyway, get finished with the warm-up and get started. There's the Showtime Elite 4s. Cool shoe. Nice colours. And they've not even touched calf, never mind roads. But yeah, looking forward to wearing these, see how they go. I mean, these are the backup shoe for the marathon. If for whatever reason I change my mind against the Fast R3s, because there is a worry of calf fatigue on those, but I think I'm going to be alright. I did 13 plus miles in them the other day. My calves were a bit sore, but I think it was because of this loop I run on. It's essentially just a rectangle, so there's 4 turns every lap, and then you run 15, 16 laps. There's a lot of turns, all to the right, and my right calf was aching, not both of them. So I think it was just the turns. So I'm going to go with these today and see how they feel. I mean, imagine they'll feel good. They're light as a feather, they're rapid, but yeah, they're just the backup shoe. Cool shoe though, really rate them. They stand out. Right, time to get going. 5 by 2 miles coming up. Oh, that's a session done. I didn't do 5 today. I did 4 sets. Could have done 5, but I just felt like I was digging a hole and I didn't want to overdo it, so I just played it safe and did the 4. But they're all bang on time. 5:24 for the first mile, 5:12 for the second mile. So yeah, kind of feel like job done. I just didn't want to overdo it today. Just 9 days out.